it acceptable, do you think, that it will take 3 weeks, Peter?
In today's environment, no. With technology, it should be quicker to process these results than 3 weeks. And we all laughed at what happened in America after the last election and how drawn out it was. We're in danger of repeating the same trend here. I think we need to speed the process up. The votes need to be transmitted back to the electorates. They should be counted much more quickly, and then those results declared within days, I would think.
Yeah, well, it just seems extraordinary we can count so many votes in one night, and then it takes 3 weeks for the 570,000 others. Te Pāti Māori will be looking very closely or anticipating highly those results too of the special votes.
They will be. Can I just say, I'm fine to have a cup of tea and a lie down and wait for 3 weeks for the rest of the results. So, you know, take your time. Count once, count properly, fine. But Te Pāti Māori does do very well on the special votes, and there's 2 seats that we know are on a knife edge, Tamaki and Te Tai Tokerau. And there's about a 500 majority at the moment, but it is possible. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that they could flip to Te Pāti Māori, to Maria Mino Kapakingi and Taku Taitash Kemp and Tamaki.
Helen White was also a sort of a standout, perhaps for the wrong reasons this week, Dilipa, because she said that Mount Albert, the Labour safe seat of Mount Albert, she said she got a pretty damn good result there with a 106 vote margin. I think it was the greatest majority in that seat that Labour had last time, and she says that's a great result.
Yeah, well, clearly that's not the case. I think they may have also, I think they also do well on the party votes as well in that electorate. So there's, I think that everyone has been stunned, including the National Party itself, in the number of electorates they won like that. They were basically like safe Labour seats, and the swing back, and you see a whole lot of candidates who are coming, and they've got less candidates coming in off the list now because and you've got candidates, a lot of them ethnic minority candidates, are coming through, and those seats used to be real bulwarks of Labour. They were migrant heavy seats, and something has clearly gone wrong in Labour in terms of keeping connected with those migrant communities. They're not standing migrant candidates in those seats. The ones they've lost them. Some of them were being interviewed just there. They've lost them to some migrant candidates as well, and some of them seem almost as surprised as everyone else that they've done so well in these seats. And I think it should be a bit of a wake-up call there.
Yeah, absolutely, but it wasn't yet anyway for Helen White this week, was it? I want to talk quickly. We've only got about 30 seconds left, Peter, but Dan Rosewarne also had some interesting comments this week about going from champagne to lemonade.
Well, he's right in one sense in terms of the transition. When you're in, you're in, and when you're out, you're out. I'm a wee bit surprised, though, because normally departing MPs are allowed to retain their travel privileges for a month after the election, simply to facilitate movement to and fro. So maybe he misread his Korokub entry wrongly. But the point he makes, even though he made it rather inelegantly, is correct. You're someone one day, and the next day you're next. The same point Ron Mark was making earlier. And the transition for those MPs, or ex-MPs, is going to be very difficult and very challenging.
And it's brutal, isn't it? We've seen that this week. Thank you so much for your time and your insight, Dilipa, Annabelle and Peter Dunne.